Yeah, but
Great.
Wow.
Oh, that's great. That's okay.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I see it. Cool.
Okay. Cool. So, I guess we have to do a bit of a recap. From last time, from what I remember, we ended up breaking into so we got into the forge, and we cleared it out. There was a few dogs, and we were making a lot of ruckus. Next thing, all of a sudden, there was another large battle that happened. We got attacked by a lot more dogs and a gigantic dog, wasn't it?
With giant
Um,
service, yeah.
Service. We managed to fight, apart from but Leia and Prometheus went down. We both went unconscious, and the rest of the comrades managed to take us out, take out the enemies before we got killed completely. Go back to life, and then almost isn't it straight away the lizards come after us. And so I won't say he wasn't a king, but the leader lizard came in, real posh gentleman, tried to finish our lives, and we managed to take them out in his party. Unfortunately, there was the moonbeam took out our good friendly what do you call it, bird companion.
Oh, yeah.
Al, and it's a tragedy. I mean, party member lost, but we'll go on. And right now we met the salamander, who we made a new contract.
Vulcan is also present, the god of the forge.
God of the
You
forge.
sacrifice the dead Cerberus to Vulcan, and he arrived in glowing light through the crack in the ceiling, and you're chatting with him and the salamander. You're making a new deal with the salamander for her to stay in the forge, and then all these lizard folk come running in. Well, not actually lizard folk, but lizards come running in. One of them a little bit more splendidly armored with a nice staff and a nice little circle around his head, and a very worn purple robe that's covered in filth, but at least has the attempt of trying to be clean. And he started speaking to you in some old English before you all just fucking decimated them all without any attempt to talk back. But yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Pimp.
the redhead was just there, bro. Man, no shit,
Wow.
bro. No.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Both Leia and Prometheus were very badly hurt by the Cerberus previously, but
Yeah. And we made a. Did we finish the contract? Did we help Vulcan secure the?
I believe you pretty much had like it was just like the minutiae of actually like writing the full thing,
Okay.
and then signing it. Well, no, you did sign it. You all signed it, or one person didn't sign it. Was it Leia? I think it was Leia. One person didn't sign it, so yeah. I do remember that.
I think Leia was horny at the time, and that's probably why she didn't sign it. If I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, that was the thing.
That was the time before, yeah. But okay.
Junk this time.
We should have called us the insatiable band of profited heroes or something.
Fucking don't get on that road.
Yeah, we've only got 9 followers. Even just putting on the title, we'll get around 50. So I think if we change it. Yeah, we might get some traction.
Oh
Yeah.
no, Dark Road.
No.
Awesome.
All right. So leaving from that point, you'd just finished combat with the lizards. They're all dead. And you know what? I've actually just removed the hand because it occasionally flickers black, and it's annoying me. The hand is gone. Bigby's hand is gone. It was fishing for a distraction. I do remember that for some of the lizards, or troglodytes is the proper term for them, and it did save one or two of you from getting attacked because they just saw a big fucking red hand appear and they're like, "Fuck!" Just start slashing at it. Vulcan did participate in the fight as well. Completely decimated like 2 of them. You saw him smash the head of the last one that was asleep on the spell from a very well placed sleep spell. And you saw him smash the head of one of the lizards just into like a water balloon bursting kind of thing. And we'll pick it up from there. So, is there anything you guys want to get up to? Or Brian, do you mind setting up some just casual music in the background as well? I forgot about it as well.
Sorry. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while for me too. But is there? So now combat is over, and I'll just pause. What do you guys want to do?
You heard the term fingering? You have? Bro. Next time, if you're interested, you can sit on it if you want, bro.
Oh. I have a feeling that will be very handy for whatever else we want to do in the forge. So. Yeah. Can I turn to Vulcan, and I want to say, Vulcan, we appreciate your help as well in clearing out those lizards. There was something I was told by the prophet, and I've been wondering about it for all the miles we've trekked. It was I'm supposed to forge the weapon that Pither could never wield. I presume with your help. I'm wondering if you know anything more about it. Was there a weapon that your son might have tried to wield, or that?
My son tried to wield many a weapon, and he came to me many, many times over the years, asking me to craft this and that. Like he once asked me to. Oh, what was he wanted a combination of a fork and a knife. In one
Sport.
utensil.
Oh, I know what that is. Yeah.
Well, you can thank your father then for inventing that one.
Fork and a knife. Oh no, it's a spoon and fork. Okay, yeah. Sorry, go on.
But there was a few things that he came to me about seriously around the height of the war, that I never could really completely devote my time to finishing. There was a blade, and then there was also a spear or a trident that he wasn't too sure which he wanted. He had ideas for both, but it's up to you. Which do you want?
Spear or trident? I'd be more lenient towards a trident. I think it
In that
allows
case,
a little bit.
I can make it for you.
Oh, that'd be great. Is there something you'd need?
Yep. Very much so. I will need 2 main ingredients. An ingot of where the fuck is it? an ingot of mithril, and the waters from Miramir.
Would you have any clues where we could start that search?
Miramir, no. But an ingot of mithril probably could be very easily found. Where
Any
we
chance in
are in
this
the mithril
forge?
mines, potentially, if you look around, or if you get some people to mine here again. But the waters themselves they're not of this realm. I've only encountered them once before. It's a pond. Naturally occurring pond. You're probably best. Yeah. Go ahead. Do you want me to prompt you? Okay. Under history. Natural 20.
Oh, shit.
Natural 20. First roll in a month. Not on skill checks, no. Miramir sounds very familiar to you. You've heard this before. You've heard the name before. 100%. You remember when you were very young? When you stumbled upon your dad singing a poem. And what little you do remember of Miramir is that it was what little you do remember of the poem that your dad was singing. Might as well. I'm gonna say it because I can't sing. The world is grey, the mountains are old, the forge's fire is ashen cold. No harp is rung, no hammer falls, the darkness dwells in Xander's halls. The shadow lies upon his tomb in Telemach amidst his gloom. But still the sunken stars appear in dark and windless Miramir. There lies his crown in water deep, till Xander wakes again from sleep. So that's why the moment you hear Miramir, you have this kind of flash in your mind, this memory from your youth. But Vulcan continues. Your best bet would be Damon. He would know the most.
Damon.
Yes.
Is this who's Damon?
A companion of the Dragonlords. Or the writings
you...
of Damon.
Okay.
He was a companion of the Dragonlords. He was a wizard of great renown and respect. And Damon is also a name where I won't even ask Carl to recall because he would have heard of Damon. He's one of the most famed wizards of Thalea. He was the
Okay. Okay.
Who's your dad?
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
Who are you?
Your fucking dad, bro.
Who's your daddy?
Neil.
Neo. Yeah.
Okay. So is this guy Damien?
Damon.
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 Damon. Is it Damon still alive, or is he?
Is this the same Damon who's the gatekeeper of Telemach?
You can make a pretty good guess that it probably is.
He's the one who brought back the scroll from the 500 contract, the 500-year contract.
Oh,
Leia does not know that.
It's in the books.
Yeah, that doesn't mean your character fucking knows every inch of Chilean history. You grew up on a fucking island for quite a period of time, and then you lived in the forest with a tribe. Like, you would not know that level of detail about Mitros.
damn.
Or
I read newspapers.
You can read.
yeah, it's potentially possible that you could have read some of that, but that level of detail Leia would not be aware of.
Okay, forget
So
I said that.
yeah, everyone forget that she said that bit.
Okay.
But like meta talking, yeah, that is what is said in the player's guide.
Yeah, you go on. You go on.
What the fuck? Why did I write down that? Yes. Sorry, let me just. I don't know why I put it in that writing. Yes. So going back to the anvil, something that you'd notice actually, before the combat with the dogs and the Cerberus, was it? I think it was Phoebe was the one who saw this gem about the size of your fist sitting on top of this huge anvil, and when you saw it, Phoebe, you saw that it was kind of pulsing with a light, with like a kind of almost like a fiery light coming from it. Xander, you see the same thing now as it's just sitting there on the anvil. It is like teardrop shaped, and it's not like flat against the it's kind of like almost kind of like kind of like a diamond in a necklace, a teardrop shaped diamond in a necklace kind of thing. That's what it's kind of like, but it's smooth. You can if you call him over, he can come over. Yeah. You're kind of like at the perfect level to be able to see like look at it, this anvil, because this anvil is like 4.5, nearly 5 feet tall. No, it's about 4.5 feet tall. Vulcan, he's a dwarf, and his head barely, if any, is just barely is level with the top of the anvil. And he's like, you're gonna have to like show it to me or get me like a step ladder or something here. Yeah, you can lift him. He's willing. Like he's a little bit kind of like, don't tell anyone about this. As you kind of lift him up, he looks at it and goes, "Don't remember that before."
Oh,
Never seen that before. But I'm not touching it. I'm not touching. I'm not saying you shouldn't. But I can't touch it.
I could do detect good and evil. It's a little bit of a clarification. It's not really a magic.
Do you want to do it?
I'll,
You
I'll,
cast it?
I'll cast that. Yeah, I'll cast
Okay.
that over the area. Yeah, more particularly
Alright,
into that.
you cast Good and Evil. The first you're very familiar now since the last time you cast Good and Evil, Detect Good and Evil, with the different the sensations you're getting from all of your different party members. And you remember a very strong, intense goodness coming from Kira, and you get the same feeling from Vulcan. From the Forge Keeper, it's a bit 50-50. She's kind of you kind of get this feeling of she's neither good nor evil. But you also get a sensation from the gem, a sensation of intense, stronger than anything you've ever felt before, an intense goodness.
Oh shit!
It's almost like staring at the sun, kind of intense.
Okay, I'm going to say that I just detected a sense of glowing sun of goodness from that orb. So I think you'll be alright to touch it. And now, sorry, I mean, Xander. Yeah.
Okay. So you touch it. Gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw. 12. The moment you touch this gem, you feel it's hot to the touch. Even though as you were having your hand near it, there was no heat coming from it. The moment you touch it, it's like this feeling of almost flame arcing up your arm, and you feel like a presence in your mind, and you just hear one word: worthy. Just kind of ring through your mind.
What'd you hear, bro? What'd you hear?
What happened, Noah? Did you say yes? Did you say it?
Well, it wasn't like a flame. It was just kind of this intense heat that just traveled up your arm until it kind of hit your chest area, and then the word came to you.
I'm gonna ask the lady of the forge. Oh, sorry, you wanna go ahead? I'm gonna ask the lady of the forge about this anvil and the gem. Lady of the forge.
Yeah, she's just kind of she was casually just kind of lounging against the edge of the kind of lava pit, just watching everything. And she'd been like that pretty much the entire way through the fight. There was one moment where one of the troglodytes came a bit too close, and she kind of lazily swiped out at it. But she's just kind of leaning there, just kind of watching everything around. It's like she's watching a soap opera, because she's been swimming around in lava for a while. So this is entertaining for her. And she just turns and looks and goes, yes.
Oh my god. Did you enjoy the fight we had there? Oh my god, was that fun?
That most excitement I've had in years.
Hell yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed our show. Anyway, do you use this anvil often? Can you tell us more about this gem?
You see her kind of just, as you point towards it, she's kind of leaning out of the lava as she kind of gets higher, and you kind of see more of her snake-like body appearing.
You're hot, bro.
Oh, thank you. I know. And she keeps going up and up, and she's just barely visible. I don't remember ever seeing that before.
Wait, who uses
And then she
this
just kind of
anvil?
slips back down, and then she kind of lays down. I don't know. I've never seen it before. Pretty gem though.
Who uses this anvil?
Oh, the anvil. The anvil. Oh, that boy over there, the dwarf, the Vulcan. He's used it many times. Other dwarves have used it, and other people who forge here. I provide I provide the heat. They provide the anvil. They use the anvil.
Cool.
When was the last time I came out of the lava like this? It's been a while. I enjoy the heat of the lava, but at the same time, occasionally I peek my head out just to see what's going on outside. And generally, I was just seeing those dogs shitting around the place, and yeah, it was quiet for centuries here. Well, like in corners, like if you were like, it's not like then, and there's maybe one or two grindstones where you're like, I'm not gonna touch that. Yeah, yeah. You can make an Arcana check if you want. If you want to try and discern what it is. But due to the fact that you are a fighter, it would be with disadvantage. So I'll prompt you down for it.
I will do it too, bro.
I'll
I'll
resurrect
give
my bird.
myself guidance, bro.
What's the?
What the?
Whoa,
What the fuck?
good fucking rolls.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't with disadvantage. The first one was a. No, sorry, I prompted Leia. I'll prompt you again just to be fair.
It's a 19 plus 2, bro. 21.
Yeah, no, but you were with disadvantage, but I also prompted Leia at the same time because she was also interested.
Yo, that's rigged, bro.
Well, if I was to take the first one, you rolled a natural 1. So,
Shit. I will give it.
Xander, you rolled a 17. You have no clue what this is.
No, Carl.
Oh,
You're
good.
on
Leia, you are just looking at a pretty red gem. Nothing's coming to you. Like you're just seeing something, and you're trying to hear understand what Xander's talking about, but it's kind of.
Oh, okay.
Carl, come here though, Carl. He's our magic person.
I'll come over as well because I have a little bit of magic. More divine magic, but
Okay.
I'll guide Carl.
I'm working on my bird, by the way. I threw him
You're casting that. Okay.
at the very start. Like I did it at the very start of the session.
The whole discussion. Okay. So how long is the cast?
Give my bird back. 10 minutes. What's 1 hour? Wait, hold on. How long is this?
But it don't matter, bro.
It takes. If it takes an hour, do you want to like?
Have they been talking for an hour?
No. They've been talking about like 10, 15 minutes.
Ah, fuck it, whatever. All right. What do you want? What do you want? And then
Yo, check this magic thing out, bro. Are you not horny looking at this?
Oh shit! There's too many people around here. I don't trust fucking what's his name? I don't trust that fishy looking fella.
What's that thing poking out your pants, bro?
I don't trust that fishy looking fella.
Are you making a kind of check as well? Are you?
Yeah.
I give you guidance.
I'll join in.
With guidance. Okay, and then yeah, also Prometheus. Fuck it, all of you.
Why not?
Bar Phoebe.
Oh shit! Plus the D4 card.
Oh my god.
Roll a D4, Carl.
Oh shit!
Come on, you got this, bro. Got a 4, bro.
I don't think it's enough.
Hell
yeah.
15.
Big one.
None of you.
Can I not just touch it?
Phoebe, you touching it? Okay.
I'll touch it after.
I'll touch it at the same time, like Powerpuff Girls.
Are you all touching it at the same time?
Yeah. I'll touch it.
All right. Okay. So select all of you.
Anyone wants a guidance or whatever?
No, yeah.
Oh my god.
I gave myself.
Phoebe with a high roll there. Carl too.
Prometheus single digits.
Yeah, it's how I always roll, you know. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah. I'll roll for vigor.
We all worthy,
s-
bro.
she's like, no, you guys are
Nice.
nice. Okay, so make a note of this for Cahill. Niall. Caro, Xander, Prometheus, and Leia, you all get that same feeling of fire running up your arm from the arm that touches it, and this intense, like it's like a word that rings in your head like a bell of just worthy, like almost with a question mark at the end, and then who is it? Phoebe and Vigor. You both. Wow. Phoebe. I'm saying to Phoebe, but Vigor gets the same feeling. You get that same feeling and that same word, but you also get this deeper awareness of what it's looking for. And it is looking. It is, you feel it shifting through your memories. You feel it just digging around and looking and searching for something. But it's not just a one-way thing. It's two-way. You see what it saw, its memories. And it's just fire, rebirth, death, and just a cycle of flame with occasional glimpses of other stuff. Like you see something flying across an ocean with land in front of it before that memory fades. And then you see the sun that's in the sky, but much closer than you've ever seen it. And then that fades. But the constant theme is just the cycle of fire dying and then coming back up. This constant vision is what you see, but you also feel it digging and digging through your memories.
Have
Do
I
I know
seen
what it's looking for? Any particular memory it's
No,
looking for?
you've no idea. You just feel it. It's like a sensation of, you know that it's looking, but you don't know what it's looking for.
Okay, well, I tell my friends everything.
Okay.
Everything I'm feeling and understanding from this thing. I'm wondering if it's
Are all of you still touching this?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Because the longer you touch this, the more intense this fire gets on your arm. And the longer this goes, the more intense the digging and the sensation of just fire that's revolving inside your head gets, Phoebe. It's just like, it's becoming more and more overbearing.
I'll let go.
Okay. You let go. The moment you let go, the visions end, the sensation is gone.
I've seen this before. This item in my life.
Yeah. No.
Give myself guidance.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You can't give yourself guidance for a check like this.
Ah, fuck. You need that history check.
It kind of sounds like a dragon, to be
It
honest.
sounds like a
That's what
dragon.
I'm gonna say.
Yo,
No, you've
why
never
this?
seen anything like this. Not to your memory, anyway. I'm familiar enough with dragons. They like gems just as much as any mortal. They collect them just like they collect gold, but generally what they collect depends on the type.
Could a dragon be stuck in a gem?
A dragon can be stuck in many things, but a gem, I've never heard of it. No. Referring to the gem here, that there's no dragon soul in that gem. I have an inkling, but no.
Can we take it?
Sure.
Can
Can
we like wrap it up in cloth?
Kira has the bag. Let's put it with Kira. Yes, Kira. Come here, Kira.
Here comes over. It's like, well, like it's you. Okay, there is no heat radiating from this gem. It's just the moment you touch it, you feel this sensation.
Let's take it, guys.
Okay.
Yes? No?
Yeah,
You want to
we
take
should
it? Yeah, you're taking it.
I'm
Yeah,
down.
we should.
No, it moved when all of you touched it. Yeah, it was like all of you touching this. It's a gem about the size of your fist, so the moment you touch it, it kind of rocked a little bit, kind of thing. It's not like it was. It's like a. It's not a full. It's like a flattened teardrop shape.
We take it.
I grab it with my mage hand.
You grab it with your mage hand. Okay, you cast mage hand. Yeah, you're holding it up.
We take it.
I knock it against the anvil.
And you just hear it's just kind of like a clear ringing noise of like almost like hitting glass against an anvil.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna put it
But
in
no
my sack.
damage to the gem.
I'm gonna put it in my sack.
Just in your sack. Okay.
No. We just wait till someone knows what it is, and then they'll tell us everything.
Yeah, I think it's probably a better plan.
Could break the gem though.
No. Don't you fucking dare sell that fucking gem again.
We could put it on fire. It's a bonfire, maybe a gentle fire. It shouldn't damage the gem, should it?
We protect. He said that we're worthy, bro. Go
yeah,
protect the gem.
I'll take it out and have a look. See if there's any indents in it.
Indents in the hammer? No. Let me just double check what the hammer looks like. I think I have an image of it here.
No, that could be it.
No, there's no indent or gems on Pither's hammer. It's just a beautiful hammer, but there's no gems on the hammer itself.
Dan, out of context, does glue or adhesive exist in this world?
In some forms, yeah.
It's like starch.
Not like super glue, but there are like people have made like there are naturally occurring substances that can be used as a glue.
Potato.
Yeah.
Okay. I got an idea for a weapon.
Oh fuck. You're just gonna super glue it to a stick and starts hitting people with it. Is that it?
Oh
Like
god.
Prometheus' armor. Can't move out of that, right?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Just chuck it in your armor. It's like a bit of ice. It's in my bag.
It's in his bag at the moment, yes. Not that Carl can see him.
I'll just take a peek. Anything going on? Yeah,
No,
it's fine.
It's just sitting there, and you see it is glowing in your bag, and you do see what looks to be the shifting of flame inside of the gem. But yeah. Forge Keeper. You asked the Forge Keeper about the gem. She has no idea about the gem. Never seen it before. No clue what the fuck it is.
Okay. Just so you go then.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
I was thinking about some other stuff we need to do. I think we should all spread out, maybe do a search of the forge, see if there's any, let's say, mithril or what other useful ingots there is. Second of all, we should. Does anyone have any other questions for Vulcan for any weapons that he might be forging for you? And maybe third, on the way back, if we're leaving to go somewhere, we should go to the dwarves and tell them that we've cleared out the forge so they can come and start mining mithril. And
Aren't we also looking for a centaur?
That's true, actually.
You are, yeah.
It's probably in the pit.
And now that we've killed everything, it should be easier to find, right? Maybe this salamander forge lady might know something about where a centaur might be.
She has no clue.
Okay,
I'm telling you now, she will have no clue. She's just lived in this pit of lava, kind of just just having a long snooze for centuries.
I feel that.
Occasionally she wakes up and she sees something interesting and she goes back to sleep. That's it. That's pretty much what her life had been for the last couple of centuries.
That's true.
So
we can just go on a scavenger hunt through the caves for mines for some
yeah.
centaur.
I will say, did you have also did any of you have any more questions for Vulcan or Kira or anyone else? I think one of Max mentioned something, but I can't remember what it was.
Yo, Lady of the Forge.
Yes.
Do you know anything about Lutheria and her family?
No, not really.
Okay.
I just know that these beasts were, and she kind of gestures towards the dead dogs, and she in the direction of where you dragged the corpse of the Cerberus. These beasts were hers, but
This is a sacrifice, as mental note to myself and my team.
You already sacrificed the Cerberus, but
oh, have we?
Yeah, you sacrificed it to Vulcan. That's how he's here. That's how he's here.
Oh shit. Okay.
Should we also have something to show the dwarves that the
I will remind you that you were told to bring as many dwarven skulls, and they'd pay you.
Yeah. I picked up skulls from upstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We got skulls. We pick up more skulls here.
Nope.
We pick up skulls here.
Nothing here. Before I will say, Vulcan will turn to you, Carl.
Hold up.
And he gestures towards your bag. He said, "I take good care of it, and." Throw it in a fire one time, see what happens.
Do it now. Do it. Do it now. Do it.
Give it to Salamander Lady and ask her to go for a dive.
All right.
No, we don't trust her that much.
Do a
bonfire at the corner.
We made
a bonfire in the corner, okay.
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
I can mage hand it for you. Will I help you for mage hand if you want it?
Yeah, you can reach in my bag.
Yeah. I'll put my hands in your pocket, bro.
Oh fuck.
All right, yeah. So you put the bonfire there, and you're casting Mage Hand to pull it out of the bag, and
Put it into the
you just kind of
bonfire.
you're just dropping it into the bonfire.
No, it's like the hand. This the fire. This the hand.
Okay.
And then like
So you're just lowering it into the bonfire. Okay,
like
I
a
get what you're doing.
marshmallow.
Yeah, and you're just kind of turning it in the air. At first, it's just kind of like you just see the hand just kind of turning the gem in the air and just kind of. But then you start to hear like a very faint song coming from the gem.
Sing it first.
It's like everyone within earshot. It starts off faint, and the longer it's in the flame, it starts to become more and more like vibrant and melodious, and it starts to just kind of fill your heads.
Do I recognize it?
There's not really much to recognize. It's just kind of a beautiful sounding noise, just resonating in your mind.
BB Kira, do you remember this song? Or do you write the score of this song down?
Let me just hold on a sec for Kira.
Oof.
She's
Yes, advantage and things. So.
she's like, I think I've heard this before. I can't remember when. It's familiar though. You see Vulcan just kind of leaning against the anvil, not really paying attention to anyone else around him, and you just kind of see him staring at the ground, just kind of lost in his thoughts as he's listening to the music. A little bit of a smile on his face, smallest of smiles.
Shoot a firebolt at it.
Oh.
Okay. A 10 doesn't hit. It's a tiny little gem floating in a mage hand above a
Do it again.
Okay, 26 hits. Yeah. So no, it's just a cantrip. And you deal 2 fire damage to it. You strike it with the firebolt, and immediately, Carl, the moment that firebolt hits that gem, you hear in your mind, like just racking your brain, unworthy. And you take 7 points of psychic damage.
Damn.
What the fuck happened?
I
Who was
laugh because I see
who did it?
Yeah, you fucked her. Don't attack my damn bitch.
Could I get my pseudo dragon familiar to land on my hand Fortuna and
Yep.
and to both? I'm just trying something wild, and both of us grab at the same time out of the fire, just pull it out for a sec. And the Fortuna is also touching it. See
Alright,
if it's any difference.
well, you both touch it.
Yeah, just I want to see because there's any dragon thing. Maybe the dragon touching it might make. I want to hear Fortuna's thoughts as well.
She's apprehensive touching it, because it's like rotating in a fire. But are you both touching it, or is she touching it and you're touching her, kind of thing? Like, what are you doing?
We're both touching it together. So if it's gonna rack both our thoughts, it will know.
Right. So where the where the fuck is Fortuna here?
And someone should ask Vulcan what the fuck was going on in that man's head. That's awesome.
Oh shit.
Dangerous. Killing me, guys. It's dangerous.
And then I'll prompt you to roll a d20 as well. Just for 14.
Oh my god, what is with these rolls? Oh, 19 from. Oh, sorry, I did that for
Oh, you rolled that for Fortuna? 19 for Fortuna. You both, like, you get that same sensation of flame, and Fortuna also gets, like, Fortuna, it doesn't have the
the mental level or something.
well, she's a smart, like, pseudo dragon. Like, she is intelligent. And you, when she is on your shoulder, you do kind of communicate with her in your own way. But she immediately recoils touching that thing. It's just like she touches it and it's like gone.
Okay. Could I go at Vulcan?
Oh, by the way, Carl has not said that he's heard this in his head yet. By the way, I just want to make sure there's no meta knowledge going on. He hasn't said shit.
Anything.
Well, we see him in pain, though, don't we?
That yeah, well, definitely Leia would have seen that. Your passive perception is 22.
What the fuck?
Fucking insane. So yes, you would have seen Carl recoil the moment the firebolt hit it, but other than that, no one else noticed anything amiss. What were you going to do with Vulcan? So you kind of just try to gain his attention, and you see him kind of jerk a little bit, and then just, what was it? No. First time I ever heard it.
Let's just carry this gem with us for now. Can't find it. Dallas will know what it is.
Probably Damien's probably a good shout as well if we need to go to
Damon.
Damon.
Names are important. Damon.
I thought I said Damon. What did I say? What did I
you
say?
said Damien.
Damien. Oh, Damon.
Damien's a frat bro.
Yeah.
Damon is a wizard.
Yeah, let's go find the horses. Yeah.
Let's find our horses.
Let's go.
All right. So you're. Well, are you going to investigate any of the rest of the forge as well? Because you did mention you wanted to do that.
Oh, right. Yeah. Look for ingots. Maybe we'll spread out too quickly. Look for.
Are all of you doing it?
Nope. I'm gonna start sacrificing shit.
You're okay. So Carl's not looking. Okay.
I'll look.
Is Phoebe and Xander looking? I'm Vigor.
We're also looking for skulls, dwarven skulls, as well as we go on.
There's no dwarven skulls down here.
Okay.
All right. So what was it? We're looking around. So.
Guidance myself.
Oh. I rolled 5 rolls, all below 10. What is going on?
What did you roll? He rolled a natural 20. Nice. Yeah. Hold on. Let me roll for Vigor as well. The fuck is?
I deserve that 20. Wait, I thought I rolled an 8. What the fuck?
You got a 20.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Xander
Okay.
rolled an 8. And then Vigor rolled an 18. Okay, so Xander, Phoebe, and Leia, you don't really find anything. It's kind of like you do find evidence of where the animals that had resided here previously had defecated. But Prometheus and Vigor, what do you find? Well, first of all, Prometheus, looking around, you do notice there are 2 things in the pile of dead troglodytes. They're both on what seems to be the leader. One is a staff, like a long kind of silvered, looking like a silvery staff, and a headband around his head. And then you also find the two of you. Yeah, looking around the place. If you look into different rooms and stuff around the place, you do see where the Cerberus had come from in the other room. The treasure that he had collected
Oh shit!
from the dwarves over the years, just from him rooting around, which comes to in a corner. You see 56 platinum pieces,
Oh,
125 gold pieces, and 389 silver pieces.
okay.
And
Okay,
you
but I'll
also
listen. How many? What else we got? What else?
an adamantine trident and 6
Oh shit!
adamantine javelins. What else do you find around here? Do you find anything else looking around the place? Yeah. Well,
Is that it?
the coin is in one place. The trident and the javelins are kind of scattered around the place. That's just from looking around and you're lifting stuff up and you're finding stuff. But that's with a natural 20. That's why you found all that stuff.
Is there? And there was no Mitchell. Nah, there's not. No.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Well, you don't know the staff that you found. You don't know what it's made of. The staff on the troglodyte.
Okay. So first
It
of
could be
all, I
mithril
want
for all you know. It's a very shiny substance. It's not like adamantine.
like the greedy hoarder I am, I'm gonna take it all. I'm gonna go, guys, look what I found, and call everyone into the room. We'll gather all the stuff, and I'm going to get call Vulcan in, give him the staff. Like, Vulcan, tell me what this is, man. Take the headband, and then we're gonna start dividing the platinum, gold, and silver 6 ways between us, which comes to 21 gold each. Okay, so we go with 21 gold. Actually, one of us don't, so I'll take 20 gold. Then the silver, there's 380.
Right.
Anyone got quick math?
Okay.
We'll
Yeah.
do that later. Okay.
Break it down and then just tell everyone what they get.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that later.
Provided like you're being like honest with the breakdowns, just do it that
Yeah,
way. Unless
I'll
you're
do
kind of
any remainders I'll keep for party benefit. Just I'll take it. I'll use it. No, but and then what do you call it? The trident probably makes sense to stay with me.
Oh, just to remind you, platinum is there are 1 gold to 10 platinum. Just so you're aware of what the conversion is.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, other way around. 1 platinum to 10 gold.
Oh shit!
So technically, you found 560 gold pieces on top of 125.
We're rich. You said we found
56 platinum, which is if you
56
convert it
pounds.
correctly, that's 560 gold pieces worth of platinum.
Okay. I'm gonna put this in my gigantic sack to say I'll settle it out later. No, only joking. We'll spread it out. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can break it down now if you want.
Okay. Yeah, it probably just makes sense. No, I'm not gonna scab anyone off here. So we got 56. What we got?
125 and 389.
So we each take 9. So everyone each get 9 platinum. Okay. Each we get 20 gold, and the 8, 5, 6, and we get 63 silver each. And that leaves a leftover of 6.
Wait, how much silver was it? Just so I can
Um,
remember for Vigor as well.
63 silver, 9 platinum, 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's 5 gold left over. There is what do you call it? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I'll take the rest. I'll use it. I'll keep it for party stuff. Or buying drinks and stuff. We can use this for a while.
Definitely use this for a while. It's a fuckload of money.
I love it.
Yeah. And so the remainder being, by the way, just for everyone knows, is 2 platinum and 5 gold, 3 silver. So okay. So if everyone's all right with so did Vulcan say what the I'll give the headband to Carl to say, can you see what the hell this is, man? See, maybe do a check on it and give Vulcan to examine what type of material this staff is made out of.
The moment you hand it over to Vulcan, he's like, "Hey, I can use this. This is mithril. At least an ingot and a half worth, but definitely enough to forge something with." Oh, and you're casting
Could-
Identify, Carl. How long does that take? Fucking 11 minutes. But so yeah, while Carl is casting Identify, I'll tell you what you find in a sec. But anything you want to say to what he said?
I'm gonna say, can you tell if Vulcan, if there's any magical properties off of this staff, or is it just purely a statement piece of?
It's purely looks to be a statement of wealth by this creature.
Could you keep this for me for when I'm making the trident?
Yes, yeah, of course.
Okay, hand it over.
Nice, yeah. You hand it over. He takes it and is.
Yeah, I think most of this will buff out with a bit of a long rest. I think right now, yeah, maybe a happy ending massage. If you're offering Xander, I mean, I won't say no. You know, it's been lonely the last few months of the road.
I can tag you something if you want. You can, I can control. Like Carl and I can give one mage hand for you for a massage.
Okay,
Right,
I mean,
Well, so Carl is casting a spell at the
Oh
moment.
shit! Okay.
But you do have a staff with 3 mage hands on it.
It's unlimited mage hand. It's 0 charges. I can use it whenever the fuck I want, bro.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
let me know if you want me to massage you, bro.
yep. As I look guiltily over to Xander, I kind of say yes. Good. Any what do you call it? How's the headband coming back?
Okay. Yeah, we'll say time has passed enough for Identify to go off. The headband is a headband of intellect. So while wearing the headband, your intelligence score is 19. It has no effect on if your intelligence is 19 or higher without it.
This is useless to me. Here you go.
Anyone who uses spells. Sorry. Yeah, Xander, what are you saying?
Let's give it back to Prometheus.
Does anyone benefit from uses all the spells that doesn't have a high intelligence, by the way?
I'm the only wizard here.
Okay. When you're asking people about that, maybe phrase it in terms of like anyone feel like they could be a little bit smarter, as opposed
Okay.
to like asking specifically about stats? That's another occasion where you don't say that
I
you
feel
don't give
dumb.
stats, but or maybe I could need it, or this person could need it, kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
the way Carl was like, I don't need this. Pretty much said
Yeah.
he's already at that or higher, which I'm pretty sure you are.
20.
Yeah, you already are. Yeah, Jesus.
I need my spells.
See, we got. I think the best thing is to see who would benefit from it. Would it help with any bit of spell use? I don't think it will. It's just purely. Oh,
It would help with like certain checks, ability checks, mechanically speaking.
You can take it. I want it.
I.
Give me
Oh, well. What's your intelligence, Leia? Like,
14.
it probably makes sense to go to Leia. I would think. What do you think, Xander? Because she'll get benefit from spell use.
I was wondering, does Phoebe spells need intelligence?
No, girl, I need charisma.
I'll give me.
Okay, I'll wipe off the headband and I'll give it to.
Yeah, it did need a little bit of a wipe. There was a bit of a smell coming from it, but it's all right. So it's going to Leia, right?
Yay, thank you. I'm a
Cool.
queen. I'm a queen.
And the great thing is,
Um,
it doesn't need attunement, so you can just stick it on.
Call me
Uh,
the queen.
I'll stick it in your inventory now.
Thank you.
I might take the trident, but Xander, if you want to half the adamant javelins, will that be any use to you? Yeah.
Whose phone's building like that?
That's me. I'm sorry. This should be the last one.
Yeah, you got it. It's in your thing now. I'll equip it for you.
Could 3 each of adamant javelins.
Adamantine. The bonus from Adamantine. Let me double check it. Let me double check. Fuck. Let me look in the book. Do you want to go down that route?
No,
Do you
God,
want to
no,
go down that
God,
route?
no.
Do you want me? Do you want to start having to monitor how much you're fucking carrying? Because I'm telling you, I'm not. I don't want to go down that route.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, curiosity killed the cat is the phrase, right? Adamantine. Adamantine. Let me double check. I need to look online.
I want the headband of dexterity if it ever comes up.
Yeah, we'll keep that out for your suplexes, man. Don't worry.
I want my plus 14 initiative.
Well, a weapon of the main difference with a weapon of adamantine is one, it looks fucking pretty, and if you sell them, you get a fuckload of money. They're very like adamantine is a metal found in meteorites or very very rare mineral veins, and when used on a weapon, it's when you hit an object, it's a critical.
Oh,
An object though, not like a creature. So like if you're striking a door, it's a critical hit if you hit it.
okay.
So like it's
Can-
once you hit the AC of an object, whether it's a box or a door or a chest or whatever the fuck it might be, it would be counted as a critical hit. It's an ultra hard weapon. It does nothing else. There might be a handful. Through your knowledge, there might be a handful of like a very small amount of monsters that you might encounter that would have any resistances negated by adamantine.
Could you add that or how do we add that?
Do you want me to add it? I can. I think I might have to make them separately because I tried looking here and there aren't pre-made. So I'll just put like a trident, and I'll label it differently. Who am I giving it to? I'm giving the trident to you, Prometheus, am I?
Yeah, and then 3 adamant javelins to each of us. Very good.
So, okay, so what's the step? Where'd the javelin go? All right, let me. Whoops, let me now equip it. And then the trident is also adamant. Okay, so anything else you guys are doing while I'm just doing this little bit of minor work? I'm adding them personally, so. So anything else you guys want to do?
I'm sacrificing the stuff to the Therian.
Okay, what are you sacrificing?
Everything in this room.
Yo, can I have one thing?
Yeah. What do you want?
The biggest one.
Yeah, you can have the biggest one.
Thank
Do you want the leader of the Dragonlords?
Yes.
Okay. So all the smaller stuff goes to Lutheria, and everything else goes to the leader goes to.
Me? Can I take it?
Yes, who are you sacrificing it to?
To her.
You sacrifice Kentman?
Let me think properly. Should I do it to Kentman again? No, let's not do it to Kentman. Let's do it to. Did we sacrifice to Valis already? No, we have not.
Once, I think you did. Earlier on, you did.
To Valis. We did.
Yeah, there was a thing where you sacrificed to Mitros, Vulcan, Pithor, Kira, and you did it one of each of the 5 gods with smaller creatures.
I sacrificed it to my mom.
Sacrifice it to your mom? Okay, yeah. Yeah, that is definitely an option. Okay, I'll make a note of that one. So you're sacrificing a grand total of. So you're sacrificing 1 to your mom, and then Carl is sacrificing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I think a couple of others that died in the flame. So like we'll say 8. You're sacrificing 8 creatures to Lutheria.
Does that include the boys upstairs?
Are we including going upstairs? Okay. If we include going upstairs, that's like another 7. So 15.
Line them up.
Yeah, that was a part of the investigation check.
Line them up.
All right, so you sacrifice all of them to.
I want my
fucking
story.
Lutheria, to Lutheria. All right. And once again, it's very similar since it's a visual of as you light them on fire, these bodies on fire, you see them kind of turn into a black ash as they disappear, and kind of like ashy kind of smoke as they disappear. Leia, trying to decide. I didn't really prepare for you sacrificing to your mum. Okay, I know how. So you sacrifice it's kind of a fat corpse of this leader, in his purple robe. He's kind of like it's a very ignominious death. He's just kind of like slumped there. It's not a very appealing look at all on this creature. And as you sacrifice it, however you're doing it, you start to see kind of blue lines appearing all over its body, kind of almost breaking it apart slowly, like as it's kind of starting to break down. Then that stops entirely, and you start to see that same black smoke, like ashy smoke that was coming off of the ones that Kara was sacrificing, and you just hear in your mind, no. That's all.
Oh fuck! Okay, that voice I recognize.
Oh yeah, you recognize that voice. Very familiar.
Fucking
Yeah.
okay.
What's your passive? Your passive is 10. No. There's other shit you're looking at or dealing with. Maybe you're helping Prometheus and you're looking at the javelins that he's given you. All right. All right. What else are you guys up to? Yes, there is. You wanted me to forge stuff here, right? Otherwise, I can just. You wanted to forge a weapon, did you not? Well, I understand Prometheus has to acquire something to forge his father's weapon, but for you, you have. Okay. He
Feel
takes
free
it
to
and he's.
use the half ingot of mithril that's left over from the staff. I mean, if that will make it any bit better, I mean, throw it in.
He takes and the that won't be necessary. This is already made of mithril. This looks to have been broken through supernatural means. It will need something supernatural to fix it. The only thing that comes to mind is the gem that you have in. And he points towards Carl.
Hang on.
Oh, by the way, the gem. Carl did not put the gem back in his bag because you didn't say it. So it's now just resting on the ground. Or
Yeah,
Hang on. Wait, isn't Vulcan saying that? But I thought Vulcan doesn't recognize the gem.
oh, he didn't say that at all.
the lion stack.
He said he wouldn't touch it.
Oh,
He didn't say anything about not knowing what it was.
Yo, Vulcan, do you know what this is?
I have a fair idea.
Can you tell us what it is?
This is
Good.
my time.
I could, but I don't think I will. Not yet.
Okay.
You need to prove yourselves a little bit more before I share exactly what this
It says we're worthy when we touched it.
did it. And he
It
looks
says,
at Carl specifically.
except for Carl, because he attacked him. But you can tell me. I'm worthy.
The whether the gem thinks you're worthy or not, that is not my purview. As to what the gem is, I won't disclose.
Okay, that's fine. Use it
Just-
then.
Okay. You hand the gem to Vulcan. He's like, well, he doesn't like. Do you pick it up? Okay, so you put a little bit of cloth between you and the gem, and you pick it up and make another wisdom saving throw for me, please. 6. And that same burning sensation travels up your arm as like, and you pick it up and you're like, it's like holding a hot potato. The longer you hold it. Okay. You plop it down on the anvil, and he takes it. He doesn't touch it, and he make fucking hell. He doesn't touch it. He just fuck. What does he do? He puts it down beside, like he puts the blade down beside it. He says, "I can work with it. You will need to come. It's not an instantaneous process forging this, especially in a forge of such disrepair. Give me." And he thinks about it for a second, and meanwhile I roll some dice. Give me a week. Come back in 6 or 7 days, and I should have this complete.
So with this, Brian.
I don't know what this is. You have to live with it.
Very hot voice.
It is a hot voice, but I mean the same time.
It's like an audiobook or a podcast. All right. Yeah. So it's a challenge. I enjoy a challenge like this. Yes. Justria is a wild woman.
Christmas time.
All right. Anything? What else are you guys doing?
Are we ready?
You got. You're gonna go
That's all
upstairs
right.
and have a look around, see if you can find that centaurs that we were talking about.
Yeah. If we're doing that,
look-
I'm near the back because unless you do a long rest first, but
A
obviously
long
can-
rest is 8 hours.
Nah, bro. We just barge in, bro. We got the AC,
Alright.
man.
Okay.
Can I just check for hooves?
Hooves.
Any sign of centaur tracks?
You don't see anything like that. Like I'm not even like even just with like passive perception, you would have spotted. Maybe you probably would have spotted something like along those lines. But I'm just gonna say,
Here, upstairs, then. Bro, No.
so you go down. What are you guys doing? So you're going down here. Continue on if you keep going. But
so we need a formation. We're gonna die.
Yeah, I'm going in. I'm going behind.
Just do checks, okay? Every so often. For
Oh, okay, hold on. No, you guys are not going behind. You're over here.
Oh, where are you going? Where's he going? He's over there. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm
Hey.
coming.
I
We
check
have
for
to jam,
traps
right?
all the way, bro.
Are you actually doing that?
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna need you to roll a sleight of hand check.
Can you prompt me, please?
Yeah, I'll prompt you right now.
Thank you.
Well, it depends on the sleight of hand check. A 12.
I see it,
As
right?
well, yes. Also, you're not the only one that sees it. Phoebe sees it. Vigor sees it. Leia sees it, and Vulcan sees it.
I'm doing it.
You just like you all see as you're making your way out of the room, you see Carl surreptitiously cast a spell with his hands. I even think Mage Hand has a does it have a vocal component to it?
Let's find out.
Yes, it does. It's VSC, so it's got like a somatic thing. So you have to use you have to use hand movements, and because it's verbal, you actually have to speak it aloud, and it's not something you can just whisper.
All right.
Because that's a whole thing. That's a whole sorcerer subclass is like being able to whisper spells and being able to cast them subtly. So you verbally cast Mage Hand as quietly as you think you can. And you reach out to grab the gem, and you start moving the gem off of the anvil before people I mentioned all notice this gem moving, and also you casting the spell. And Vulcan just kind of clears his throat. Where are you taking that?
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Just drop it.
Drop it on the ground.
I'll drop it, but I'll put it back where it was.
Put it back on the. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you move down here. And yeah, you've come into this it's just like a small room. Yeah, and you do start to hear kind of faintly the sound of rushing water.
Alrog. Okay, no, that's okay.
Rushing water
Yeah.
from this room. The moment you enter this room, you're starting to hear a very familiar sound of the waterfall. Yes, you can indeed.
I'll help him too.
Okay, so question then is, do you both want to roll, or do you want to roll with advantage, Xander?
I'll give you guys guidance.
You can only have one
Advantage.
guidance if they're both. Okay, advantage
One.
to Xander then, with guidance.
Guidance to them.
Because you're getting the help action. Prometheus is helping you. So and then you can also roll a investigation. A D4 on top. Good thing you got it. Alright. And then roll a D4. So 16. Yeah, that's good enough for you to spot. The door at the wall right beside where Carl and Prometheus are. Carl, I'm sure, is also noticing a little handle on the door, on the wall. But it does open as you kind of push against it.
Oh,
And as you look out, you see a very thin pathway. Like, I'm just gonna. You don't have to keep moving because I'm just gonna pause it there, just because in case you guys go off the map. You see a small thin pathway leading behind the waterfall. Much like kind of about like a fair bit down from where the ledge that you entered in, and it leads down to a small little a small little secret stone dock.
Cool.
Um, this is just like it looks to be a secret passageway to a very a well hidden dock, but there's nothing at the dock. It's just kind of like this seems like a side passageway that was just kind of hidden away, and potentially a way for you to get back in. When you
Whoa.
step out, you do see there is like a depression in the side of the wall that you can push in, and the door would open.
So we can leave it closed and we can come back whenever we need it.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll pause. Yeah, I'll fast travel you upstairs if you want to fast travel upstairs.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Go upstairs. Are we walking up?
No, are you going to take the elevator up, right?
Yeah. That's madam.
You remembered. Very important that you remember that. And let me activate it here.
Sweet.
Is everyone here? Carl is not. Where's Carl?
I'm here.
Oh, Carl's there. It's Carl, Xander, Prometheus, Figure. Yeah, you're all here.
Oh.
No,
I mean, we don't know what's down the pit.
I guarantee it's a fun time.
In meta, wait, we don't know. Like, in meta, we don't know what's down the pit. We were still under the impression to jump down the fucking pit.
No. I check for centaur hooves. Any sign
Centaur
of
hooves, you
centaur?
don't see anything around here. Just looking around.
How
If
are
you want to make, do you
Yes.
want to make a perception check?
Can I
Just looking.
please, with guidance for myself?
Perception. Go ahead.
And oh, been bad rolls.
18, 25.
What was that? Plus 7.
Roll a d4, see what you get. So 27 for perception. Your eyes are
What?
wide. Your eye, like you are taking in everything about this room that you're in right now, and you see, like looking around, you see the dead corpse of the much larger Cerberus than what was down below. This like the Cerberus that's dead in this room is huge in comparison to what you fought previously, and it is mauled to pieces. You see large claw marks, and some of the claw marks you see are the length of you as a person. And you see scratch marks on the walls from these same claws. You see where the walls had exploded open, and as you're kind of wandering around and you see this massive pit in front of you, and you're just looking, you see whatever came through, whatever broke through this hall had to have been the size of that pit.
Okay. Anything else?
And just munched away on that. You spot the dwarven corpses that you saw previously. With this, like, just I think it was how many was there? Just double check. There are 25 dwarven skeletons littered around this room and the little side rooms.
I would tell. Is there anything else to see? No centaur hooves.
No centaur hooves. You just see the dead corpses of the troglodytes you'd killed earlier.
Right.
That which Carl you see is currently in the process of sacrificing to Lutheria. Nothing else really jumps out to you. See, actually, one thing I will mention before people keep moving around because I don't know where you guys are moving to. I want to make sure you guys aren't fucking moving to places I don't want you moving. one thing you actually is that all of these no all of these braziers are now lit.
What? Braziers?
You
What's
see
that?
you see like the brazier on the ground right here. That's now lit. And in all of the rooms the same thing.
The power of the Lady of the Forge. Yo, Carl, you wanna see the scratch mark on the Cerberus there? It's bigger than you, bro. It's like 2 times. So whatever it is in the fucking pit. Don't fucking go in there. See
Don't
what
you want
it
to
is.
know? Don't you want to know what it looks like?
Not right now. I don't want to be barbecued, bro. Do you want to be barbecued?
I don't
Don't you
know.
want to be barbecued in the hands of your goddess?
Maybe when I'm a little bit stronger, actually. Now that you say it,
Exactly.
maybe when
Don't.
I gotta do some crazy shit.
Let's find some horses. Pick up these skulls, so we can go get some rewards, tasty rewards.
All right.
Yeah.
So you move around a little bit. Cool.
Yeah. We pick up the skulls and then find the centaurs. Where are we?
Okay, so if you move, I think you can kind of see where you're going now. But go ahead, move around. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize it's possible. Move ahead, move around as much as you want.
Wait, fucking Prometheus. Where the fuck
He's
you
just
go?
Oh shit. How do I put my torch on, by the way? The fuck?
Oh, I'll put it on for him. Oh, stop fucking moving. There you go. Torch is on.
Where are you going, bro?
Oh, can I have one too, please?
Yo,
Yeah.
my
The torch?
boobs will light the
Alright.
way, man. Just try not to split up again, man. Y'all so
Okay.
pathetic.
Thank you.
Also,
Come.
check for traps, man. Don't want to be skewered, bro.
So you're just
Oh,
moving
where
about.
did?
You're looking around. Where? So are you sticking together or not? If you're gonna run around in duos,
Y'all, can we stick
like or in
together?
singles, like
This is
whatever
like
happens, whatever you come across could. Like you didn't
what
really
the
clear out
fuck,
every single room
man?
of this forge. You just kind of assumed you did. So you could trigger a trap and no one else would be around to help you. That's what I'm getting at. Are you moving stealth? Are you moving as a group or are you moving just saying fuck off, like fuck the rest of you? I'm just walking down this corridor. Like
Group.
Yeah. Group.
okay,
You moving there? I'm not. I'm the one who's saying we're gonna fucking move as a group. Y'all move too fast, bro, for my computer to take, man. And also I check traps along the way.
okay, you're checking for traps along the way, which means Leia, I'll prompt you with.
I do too much. No one's helping.
I'm chilling.
So you see on this step, on this bridge over the like this bridge. This is a bridge over like the cavern, like a tunnel in the mountain. So 23 investigation check. Leia. We'll come back to that in a sec. But you do see what looks to be a very lifelike statue of a dog, like the same dogs that you were fighting previously. And it's mid snarl, just a statue. Leia, your investigation of a 23. Stop moving. You see, so you're there. You don't see any evidence of traps, but what we'll do is we'll keep that level of investigation because you said you were checking for that kind of stuff.
Yay.
So if you're gonna move as a group, move as a fucking group.
Move as a
Because if you move
group.
somewhere and you trigger something, that's going to be the
Y'all.
current order of your positioning. Okay?
Community fucking Kate, man,
Yes.
y'all. Jesus
Because if
Christ.
one of you triggers something, and that will be the like I'm not going to let you move after the moment that triggers. Okay? If something triggers, not saying there is anything, but I'm just saying be fucking careful. You're dungeon delving. Be
Yeah.
smart about this. Like, all right.
Choose your world.
Well, yeah, I'm coming, but
Oh, shit.
All right.
Move your ass. Move your
Okay.
ass.
Pause for a sec. Leia, one thing you notice about this, like you're kind of walking by this stone dog that's in the middle of the two-headed dog that's snarling on the bridge. It is stone, but it's very lifelike.
It's petrified. Fuck. Oh shit.
And the more you look at it, because you rolled a fucking 23, the more you look at it, the less stone-like some of its extremities are becoming.
Oh shit, it's getting out of the petrified, guys. We need to run. Okay, hang on.
Run.
Hang on. Oh yeah.
time to test out my adamant
Oh yeah.
javelin.
Yeah, and it counts
no,
as it does count as an object because it's still
So, Matt,
stone.
I'll test out my Adamantine Trident with
Come
this.
All right. Sorry, I'll move you to
Which
the side.
Hey, can we be prepped for this a little bit more? I want to be fucking standing in front of the fucking snarling ass dog. Can I just move a little bit,
It's
please?
stone. It's stone from what you can see.
I'm gonna.
21. All right, roll damage.
but I have a crit.
It crits, so I will double the dice. So that is a fucking hell.
Headshot.
16 plus 3 is 19 damage to this dog.
Oh, shit.
Viewer. Kebab.
So you just, like the moment Leia sends this information to you, you just turn around with your newfangled trident and you just kind of stab down, and you just feel the trident going into this stone. But then it stops being stone, and it's like you start to feel kind of the sponginess of flesh further beyond as you pull it out. What do you do now?
Stab it again.
You stab it again. Okay, go roll to attack again.
Leia wants to move behind. Leia wants to go behind, bro. Leia doesn't want to stay.
Oh my god, 13.
13. Does 13 hit?
Oh, shit.
13 does hit. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Fucking another another 8.
Well, it's still an object, is it, or is it not an object?
It's still an object. Yeah.
Okay, so then we got.
It's you like you
19.
just stab into it and you just tear a leg off. One of its
Fantastic.
rear legs, just like it's kind of hunkered forward, snarling toward Leia and Phoebe's face, and you just stab into it from the behind, again with your trident, and you just see one of the legs just snap off. But as you're looking at the leg break off, you see the flesh and blood inside the leg. It's just where the stone had kind of petrified into it. And you do see blood starting to squirt out of it. It is pretty much like it is almost what you would consider fatal, but not. It's maybe not dead yet. All right, yeah, you go ahead.
Test out the
Roll an
javelin.
attack roll. You don't have to target or anything. Just like roll an attack roll. Your character sheet.
What direction the head is looking?
Whatever you want to use. You're attacking it, so. Oh shit! Sorry, I'll add the You only have the javelins. I'll
There's
add them
3
to
of
you
them,
now.
yeah. 3 of those motherfuckers.
Sorry, I forgot about them. Sorry, I'll just stick them in and then I'll relabel them. You're throwing one at it? Okay. Alright. What did you do? Fucking 24 to hit. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you throw a javelin at it past Carl and Prometheus. And you see it's It's odd. You guys have never really seen adamantine weapons ever, and just seeing it, you just see it kind of passing through the stone exterior. You like if you were to try that with a regular weapon, it would feel like you're hitting stone, but this just feels like a hot knife through butter. As you just see this javelin just pass right through its ass and poke out between both heads. As it's dead. Like,
What direction was it looking at?
it was looking in the direction of where you came from.
Oh, okay. Great. Good.
All right.
Good. Let's go. Oh,
Wow.
yeah, do I want to sacrifice this shit? Y'all go ahead, bro.
As you see this kind of stone statue just kind of lying there, you take your javelin back, I assume. You see it just kind of, as you see the petrification just wear off even faster as it just slumps to the ground in like a heap of blood and. He does not. He has one spell slot. Jesus. Because he was fucking casting 2 second level spells like crazy. He also has a single wild shape left. Prometheus, you healed 10 and you added the healing yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
And did you remove the potion as well from your inventory?
Oh, I didn't do that. Yeah.
Did it? Oh, it was consumed. It was consumed.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was consumed. Yeah, can he? He can heal someone as a bonus action, but it's not a very effective heal. It's just kind of like a D4. So, do you want him to do it? Because wouldn't be the best usage. Like if he was here, I would say he'd be kind of like, it's the whole one of the main uses of healing word is kind of as a jump start, kind of, or when things get really dire.
Yeah. Which direction are people thinking of going now, by the way?
Go left.
Left.
I think it's a dead end, is it? Maybe not.
You
You
see
see how
two. You
this
see
is?
2 doors off to the side that have been broken off.
What is this?
And inside, what do you see? You see.
I see something.
You do
A
see
psych
stuff.
port.
You
Nothing.
see.
Mentor boy.
Check the. You see this room to the north. This is a square chamber that seems to have been used as a pen of some sort for animals, but whatever was here escaped. Cages made from petrified wood lay broken or open. A statue of several dogs, several 2-headed dogs, are scattered around the room, and about a half dozen corpses of what appear to be chicken.
Yeah.
And inside the room, you see a single. How the fuck do you describe these creatures? Bird-like lizard. It's got wings.
Dragon.
But it looks more like a ratty little. It's a small creature, and you see it just kind of like prowling about the room. And you see it's moving. You see it's kind of moving between each of the different dogs. It's kind of like just moving around. And then in the southern room, you see. Oh, sorry, I got them mixed up. That's what you see in the bottom room. You see a single dog, and then one of these creatures. And then in the northern room, you see the same thing. but you see several half-eaten troglodytes corpses in one corner, and 3 statues of 2-headed dogs, and one of one of these flying creatures. If you want to make, you can make a what are these? You can make an Arcana check to try and figure out what it is if you want.
Provide help to whoever who wants to.
Well, you're the only one who can see it at the moment.
Oh, me? Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Carl can help. Oh, shit.
Bro, you got
No,
19
Arcana.
intelligence. You got like +4 in your Arcana.
I'll give myself guidance. Can I
No,
Arcana?
this is. I don't know if this is really a situation where are you trying to be stealthy here?
Oh,
No,
yes.
you're not.
Sorry.
Well, no,
sorry.
you just kind of were walking along the corridor, so you weren't trying to be stealthy. So you can cast guidance on yourself.
No. I'll be stealthy. I realize after.
Okay. Neither have noticed you yet.
Okay, great.
Nice. 18. Yeah, this is what you know to be a cockatrice.
A cockatoos?
Cockatrice. I'll put the name of it in the chat.
Yo, I whisper.
Why does it put it at random fucking?
Oh shit! My God is telling me something I don't know.
The
Bro.
hell?
That was like I've never seen that fucking language before. There you go. That's what it.
Oh,
And what with an 18, you know that getting bitten by one of these turns you into one of those into a statue.
guys, I found the petrification monster, bro. They're in the shape of a chicken. They call cockatoos. I went for.
It depends.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
You don't have to do anything in that. You don't have to engage these. You can just back away and find the centaurs if you really want to. They haven't noticed you yet.
Do we know the centaurs are there?
Leia didn't see them in there, and she was also keeping a passive eye out for the for traps and any side of them, and she didn't see anything like that.
Yo, let's.
And there's no sign of them in there. This looks like to be from the what you're finding from there is the northern room looks to be like a former barracks for the dwarves. And then the southern room looks to be like a where they were where potentially the troglodytes were holding these cockatrices captive. Is the impression you got from both of these rooms.
They're not gonna do anything to us. I suggest we
They
just
have
go ahead.
they seem content just kind of slowly eating away at the dogs
Yo,
and the corpses of other troglodytes that were possibly their handlers that they turned on.
let's just go. Let's move on ahead. I have my boot light robe.
So where are you going? Because there's the only way, like if you keep going along this corridor, it's like a dead end, like a stone wall, like a collapsed corridor, or the 2 rooms.
Oh really? It's
Yeah.
no further.
There's nothing further.
There was a corridor back there that we didn't go into.
Yeah, you
right?
walked over, or I think you had gone through there before, and Xander had looted the place and didn't find anything other than a corpse of a dead.
Should we go down?
Mm.
When you came there, you hopped up onto the bridge and then walked right and up, and then you went into that room. You didn't go down. You just yeah.
Oh,
You took a
okay.
very weird route into this place, honestly. But
Well, we can hop down.
yeah, it's about like an 8-foot drop.
Okay. Unless we want to clear it out, we can do that. But I mean, we
It's
could
fine.
set some. So what?
We can send some what?
We could set some traps, and like I could put all my cal traps down. We could ambush them down with tons of range attacks. They come out, we'll get obliterate them. But do we want I mean,
No.
it's from biting. From biting, apparently they.
Yeah, it's from biting as well. Yeah.
So we could. I can lay down or I could lay down my whatever few hundred cal drops that will slow them down, give them some wounds. We could lay
They also have wings,
bonfires.
but yeah.
Oh, they have wings though.
But they're moving around. Like Leia can describe that they were moving around on their feet in there. So are you hopping down or not? Are you fighting them or not?
No.
Are you hopping off the bridge down into the main corridor, or are you?
Okay, guys, we should find. Get the fuck out of here! We've been here for too long. It's been a month, man. Let's go.
Yeah,
that's
no.
that's a
I
good
do.
point.
I do want to move it along as well, but like, there's been a lot of questions and lore stuff that you guys have been curious about. So.
Okay. Yep.
We jumped down. Oh shit. Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah. So you jump down. It's not. It's
Alexander.
not something where like you need to make a check or anything. It's just kind of like a. Yeah. So you come down this corridor and you see.
That
Hold on.
injured.
Just need to do some. Need to do some updating.
Oh,
myself.
I didn't get a chance to do my speech. I should have done my speech. Oh fuck.
In the
No.
middle of us being stealthy, it's gonna be like.
You come in. You come down here. And the first thing you see on the left-hand side is an opening. These, first of all, the smell that you're getting is very reminiscent to the troglodytes that you fought previously, the lizards, and it's strong. You see, it's like a natural descent into this cavern, and sorry. So you see in as you step by this room, you see there isn't a fire there, but the map is a little bit off. You see a partially burnt body of a centaur spitted over a pit, and across the room is a prison pen shaft fashioned out of petrified timber. It's currently holding a centaur. That is. You see very, very wounded and crying, petrified, terrified as you come into this room. I'll pause so you can see.
Oh.
The moment you come into the room, she's like lying down in her cage, and she immediately kicks out with her horse legs, to kind of push herself away from you. She's terrified.
Hookah-san is here. Your chief, your centaur chief.
Right word to say, because the moment she hears his name, she like, that's thank you. Wait, will you let me out of here?
Yeah. As I smash open the cage. With the lock.
Let me just. Can you make an attack roll with? Like, are you making it with the trident or with the hammer, or what are you?
I mean, I'm gonna make with the I'll make with the trident now because it's what the.
Eight doesn't hit. You kind of you think trident, that's good at smashing open locks, and you just slam the trident down on it and it just glances off.
Oh my god.
And then you just go back again with a backhand, and this time you're like, okay, I need to make up for it, and you slash down and you do hit, and you do enough damage to break the lock. And as you see her closer, this female, she's young female centaur. She's very young. And you see evidence of where she'd been like previously stabbed lightly, like scratches on her abdomen. One of her legs is very badly injured. And she just looks terrified, and occasionally you see her eyes kind of caught on the dead centaur that accompanied her. Also, what's left and recognizable of him is that he was also young, and he's very dead. Evidence of how
Revive him or anything.
no, he's
Remember
been
fight?
no, he's been dead way too long for that.
Oh no.
You see like what, like he had previously been being turned on like a stake, but then when all the troglodytes saw the lights coming on, they came running out, and they just left him alive on this stake where he burned and died. And there is a strong smell of burning flesh,
Can
and as like half of his body is just like charred. The other half still looks centaur like with the lower horse half and the kind of, think of it like a two-face kind of thing.
I'm going to address. I'm going to ask the center. Well, what's your name?
Kaluk is my name. Is he dead?
Unfortunately, he looks very dead. He's.
She starts crying even more now.
Can I? I'm going to kind of like put my open hands up. Say, I think I can help you. Do you mind if I touch your when I touch your leg? It's kind of a weird one, but
you can. She just kind of like nods sheepishly, like kind of afraid, like she doesn't know how to react with you yet. You'll notice you should have a hotkey, like a macro at the bottom of your screen for lay on hands. A little kind of plus symbol.
I don't think so. I'll use macro. I haven't set any macros up though.
I set one up for you. Does it appear on your bottom screen if you hit any of the like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 of the arrows?
No, I don't. It says I can set up
I can set like if you set up a new macro, or you click the folder on the left hand side.
Yeah.
And then you click on default. There should be like a lay on hands with like a green plus symbol.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah. See.
So the way you use it is you target her, and then you have yourself selected, and then it should give you a pop up to use your lay on hands pool.
Okay. Actually, I know the old way to do it, but I need to set it up with the new one.
Did it work?
Not the macro. It didn't. New macro didn't work.
Okay.
But I did do.
How much are you giving her?
I've 12. 12 points of heal.
12. That's enough to heal her leg. And she still looks injured, but a lot of the stab marks that she had on her body, where she was slowly bleeding out, and her leg that had been looked to be pretty badly mangled, are now the leg now looks like it could support her weight, even though she might be limping. And you help her out of the cage, and she moves. She's no longer restrained. And she moves out of the cage. Can we go? Do we have to stay here?
Do you want us to get your friend off this thing and bring him back?
Yeah, please take her back.
Yes. Can I try to just unchain him off the combat?
Yeah, you can. It doesn't take much effort as long as you remember to turn off the fire and put it out. You put out the fire. And the smell as you get close, the smell of flesh burning isn't, especially in this kind of, now that you're seeing it, it's not very pleasant. Okay, but yes, you do manage to rescue one of the two centaurs. Looking around the rest of this cave, the caves are now empty. Like nothing. It's almost like the entire cavern just just all gorged out. The moment they heard there was intruders, they just came flying out to try kill whoever it was, especially when the lights went on. So the rooms you see around the place are where the prisoners were kept. You also see areas where like dens where they were sleeping, and also the thing is where they would sleep, eat, and shit isn't that all that different. So you see like some small hay bales, straw mats lie the ground where they'd sleep. You see what looks to be like, I'm just going to describe the area. You see what looks to be a refuse pit. That looks to be everything was chucked into that pit. It didn't matter what it was, whatever, like anything they could have found around the place, whether it's like a bone, whether it was like it could be anything, was just thrown into this pit over on the side. And the smell from this area is pungent. And the moment you come even within like 50 feet of it, your eyes start to water, and it's very unpleasant. Yeah, and then you also see towards you see what looks to be a tunnel that just also continues off into the nothingness. And a throne room where just an empty throne room with a large stone with stone steps leading up to a crude throne. That everything lies empty.
Any dwarf skeletons? Head?
Maybe if you looked in the pit, the refuse pit.
What pit? Where is it? Where's the refuse pit?
Down here.
Bring me there.
So, are you going into the room?
Yeah, y'all want to come with me or not?
The ref.
We leave him there first, and when we leave, we carry him out. How about that?
Okay. Are you entering to the room?
Where's the room?
This room here.
Okay.
All right, Leia walked into the room.
No.
I'm gonna need you to roll a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Oh.
The smell is so horrible.
I will try.
A 19, yeah, you managed to successfully just kind of close your nose over and then just persevere through the smell.
I will investigate this refuse with my mage hand.
All right, you're making an investigation check then.
Goop. Oh, shit, please be good, bro.
15.
What do I see?
You find some stuff actually in this pit. You find like rooting around, you feel like the hand kind of just sink in, and it is like sinking into a pile of shit. It's like almost like liquid shit around the place. As the hand just sinks into it, and you're kind of like getting it to like feel around inside, just kind of pulling it out every once in a while. Yeah, kind of fondling the shit. You pull out a couple of things. A couple of things that like look like they might be worth something. You pull out a mithril breastplate,
What the fuck?
a mithril ring mail,
Wait.
an adamantine short sword, and an adamantine spear.
With bro. Blast
and they are
potatoes.
covered in shit, like all forms of diarrhea, constipated diarrhea, like constipated shits, vomit, any kind of blood, guts, whatever, like anything could have been thrown into this pit, and that's what this they're all covered with. But you pull these out,
She
and you
deserves
just kinda, like,
every single bit of that. I mean,
it was a DC
Oh,
15, and you rolled a 15, so.
oh. I tried to just put the mage hand as far away as I can and just get Carl to clean it for me, bro. Okay,
yeah,
you
yeah.
you
with,
you really have a
with with enough casts of prestidigitation, yes, you do manage to clean off all of these items.
Yo,
Nice.
we found some good shit here, man.
You
Yo,
find
Yeah.
everything in there?
Yeah, she did.
She did? Nothing else
Yeah,
in there?
no, she was good enough roll to find everything, but it was a good thing you also have prestidigitation, otherwise. Like Leia was the only one to go into that room as well.
so let's
Uh, but
so
you
Mitchell,
don't
that's
see
fine.
anything else of value
skeleton
scattered around.
head.
You do find skeletons, like dead bodies that they'd obviously gorged on and hadn't thrown away yet. If you want, we can. If you, I'll prompt you now to make a medicine check to determine how many dwarven skulls you can find. Fucking 19. You find all sorts of skulls in here. The skulls of other troglodytes, the skulls of humans.
Dragon.
You see skulls of what looked of dogs, even cats, rats. You find one or two dwarven skulls. You see smaller skulls that probably look like they belong to either halflings or gnomes. You see skulls that look. No, they might be human. They might be another fey creature, like a satyr or something like that. You also see bones that are reminiscent of centaurs in the past. You find a lot. You find an eclectic amount of creatures that have been killed
I
here.
hate
Eaten.
all of them.
That is a lot. You do not have the carrying capacity to carry all of these. There is a lot. No, even as a party, that's like all of you walking out of this place just laden with skulls. Like you are just like all of you, your arms like full.
No, it's fine. I'll take the dwarven one and the centaur ones and the small gnome one.
Yeah, we can loop a rope through each of the eye sockets and just loop them in, and we can drag them with us. It'll be
No,
great
I'm gonna
crack.
make a necklace out of it and wear it on my neck. It's a small one. No.
Yeah, I feel like that would make us the bad people.
Okay, fine. You know, that's fine.
I mean, at least okay. At least they're getting some use. I mean, but we can. Yeah, okay, that's true.
Okay.
White that idea. No.
So
Bad
you're just gonna leave. Are you gonna leave all the other skulls? You're just gonna take the dwarven ones with you.
The dwarven ones and the centaur ones. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. So there's 4 centaur skulls. And other centaur bones. You think there might have been more dead centaurs, but these are the only skulls you can find. And we'll say 3 more dwarven skulls. So that brings it to a total of 28 dwarven skulls that you found.
Nice. Y'all take these weapons and breastplate, bros. I'll need them.
Okay, I wasn't expecting you to actually go into the pit and find that shit. So, yeah,
I
yeah, you
don't know
found
what
the breast.
else is in there. You might need to type it out for me. I only got the.
There was
Yeah,
a sword.
There was a mithril sword.
Damn,
Sorry, an adamantine sword, an adamantine spear, mithril ringmail, and mithril chest plate breastplate. Yeah, breastplate.
Breastplate is not heavy or medium armor, is it?
Heavy.
Is
Yes. Let me double check that, but I believe that is the case. That it is heavy.
isn't the benefit of mithril that anyone can wear it, isn't it? Or something without disadvantage? Isn't that the thing? Do we give that to our famous wrestler, Carl?
That sounds like a big oversight if they made it like that.
Sorry, breastplate is medium armor. Mithril. What does mithril armor do?
Oh, Lord of the Rings thing, no?
Oh no, it's. Oh no, I think it's disadvantage. Actually, it gets rid of disadvantage of stealth.
So the benefit of mithril armor is that it's a light and flexible material. So a mithril breastplate can be worn under normal clothes. And if it would normally impose disadvantage or has a strength requirement, the mithril version does not.
So does that mean Carl could wear?
No, he needs to be proficient in wearing medium armor.
What about the chainmail?
Nope.
It's the same. Chainmail is heavy. Sorry, ringmail, which would be, it's also heavy, but it's not as effective. Like chainmail is kind of like the arms. The ringmail is just the chest. So, chainmail is like a fuller, is a more comprehensive suit, whereas ringmail is just kind of like a vest, pretty much, of mithril rings. Kind of like Frodo's from Lord of the Rings.
Xander, what do you have? What did you get a?
So like a breastplate, a mithril breastplate is 14, 14 plus 2 max. So like it's 14 plus your dex modifier to a maximum of 2. So that's 16 if you've got plus 2 on your dex. Whereas the ringmail is just a flat 14.
Phoebe, is that
Heavy. Yeah.
Oh.
So, I don't know if Leia or Phoebe can wear medium.
No, I'm light.
I'll wear it. I have
What's your armor?
medium armor. Mine, scale mail, sorry.
So this would be the same.
Is it 14 plus 2?
It's 14 plus 2, yeah.
This one's only 14.
But you wouldn't give you disadvantage on stealth checks. Or you could melt it down for mithril ingot.
Oh, wait. So you're saying it's 14 plus a maximum plus 2? Is it so?
So it's 14 plus your dex modifier to a maximum of 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, never mind. I've got my splint armor 17 AC, so going down 3 is not really worth it.
What I can do is I can.
Whether keeping one batch with the party might be a good shout for stealth missions. That might be.
You can melt it down and potentially forge something with it in the future.
Yeah. Right now. I don't want disadvantage.
So so you guys leave the the cave.
And I carry the horse.
I'll help Leia carry
the
friend.
And Kaluk also just doesn't help you carry her, but carry out him, the dead centaur. But you do all, I think, leave the mines.
All right.
So yeah, I think we can leave it there then.
It
So
sounds-
you're leaving the mines to go. What are you doing next? Yep. Okay.
Sounds
So
good.
that, but like you're doing that, and then what are you doing? Like, what are your more long-term goals other than we meet the centaurs? Like,
Uh,
are you
go
going
back
back to
to the dwarves.
Astoria? You go back to the dwarves. So you're going back to the dwarves, and then
Oh, what was the next step? Is it 3 things that we finished already? Like the
I
forge,
think we need to go to Telemark next.
drink the thing, and then telemark?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Where
Oh, yeah,
is
let's-
Talamon?
we can fast forward through some of it. So like if you guys are going back to the dwarven camp, we can like when we like tomorrow or not tomorrow, but like when we next have our session, we don't have to say you go there and we'll role play the whole that you giving them the skulls because it's just kind of like you're showing the skulls and you receive payment, and then you can tell me what you're saying to them like over the course of like a 15-minute thing as opposed to drawing it out to an hour. So it's just kind of like you're going to do that. You're going to meet. We can do the meeting up with the other centaurs as well. Are you going back to Astoria, or are you just going to go straight to Telemark?
Yeah, we should probably long rest.
Right. Yeah, you can do. All right.
Yeah.
It's just I just want to know, just so I know what to prepare specifically. All right,
Astoria
cool.
and then telemark.